Welcome again to Geography. This is Mr. Anderson.
And Mrs. Brown.
And once again, we're going to start with the best part of my day is the puns and some of the pictures and memes and cartoons I found particularly good today.
For a while, Houdini used trapdoors in every act. It was a stage he was going through. What happens if you get scared half to death twice? They want my thighs, from them I hide. It's no use, will I be fried? Hark, feet, heart, beats, dark, meat, they want my thighs. Thank you, at the third annual Poultry Slam. It's a citation for violating the neighborhood noise ordinance. Paper beats rock once again. Mr. Anderson, would you like to do the Rebus puzzles?
I would love to do the puzzles because it took me a while, but I did figure them out. Let's start with the top one, where it is looks before you cross the street. No, I take that back. I messed it up. Look both ways before you cross the street. This one was a difficult one too, where you've got the HIJKLMNO. It's H2O, or water. Then let's go down to making ends meet. And the middle one is mismatch. And this one, it's all Greek to me. So today we're going to focus on Chapter 14, Section 2.4 on improving public health. This one certainly is just the basics, is pretty pertinent to what's going on in our country today and throughout the world. Before you read, explain the difference between an epidemic and a pandemic.
If you're on live, you can write the definition to either one or both in the chat. If you are on your own, just hit pause and you can jot it down on a piece of paper or in your Cornell notes.
So the first discussion question, and either if you're live, you can type in some thoughts. If you're watching this on a recording, you can talk with people around you, or just give it a few minutes to think about this. What are some factors that contribute to the spread of disease in Africa?
Next discussion question. How might widespread disease become a cause for poverty? Answer in the chat or pause and answer on a sheet of paper that you have.
And now you could certainly open your book if you've got it handy, pages 398 to 399. This is the section 2.4 on improving public health, which we are going to ask you to read and take notes on, but pay attention particularly to the key vocabulary where they do define an epidemic, a pandemic, a vaccine, and what it means to be infectious. And take a look at the malaria by the numbers, with the number of countries all the way down to the estimated number of Africans who die every year from malaria. Some of these numbers are quite telling, and if you start to think about it a little bit, you can maybe compare malaria to the pandemic that we're experiencing today throughout the world with coronavirus.
Again, here is the layout for the Cornell notes. Make sure you're doing it neatly, legibly, and you're filling it in thoughtfully, how we're looking for it so that you get your full credit for each of your sections of Cornell notes. And here's your assignment. Read the assigned pages, 396 and 97.
Fellow middle school families, this is a friendly notice to let you know that you have 5 minutes remaining of your 15 minutes. Please collect the rest of your items and make your way out of the building in the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
Sorry for the interruption. Complete your Cornell notes. Take a photo once you've completed those notes and upload it to the assignment listed in the Google Classroom before we meet next time, and make sure you click the Turn It In button next to it. Complete the interactive map activity called Malaria Outbreaks in Google Classroom before our next class meeting.
And remember that tomorrow is Friday, I know it's a no school day, but if you do have questions, you can always email me, or you can email Mrs. Brown, and we will still try to get back to you before we meet next week.